So we were woken up at 4 a.m. again with our cocoa tea and a very lovely hearty breakfast. It was very cold, but we began our ascent up to Salkantay mountain. We had to stop every 20 or 30 minutes because of the altitude, and it was about a 4-hour climb. And there the donkeys going past. It was really hard. We climbed 780 meters going up, I think, but the landscape was pretty incredible. That's Salkantay mountain there, right in front of us. So this was one of our rest stops. There's the lovely Sam. Yeah, it was, although it was really hard going, it was definitely beautiful. So then we carried on with our ascent, and quite frankly the scenery is just incredible. Sometimes I did just stop though to catch my breath. You had to stop every few feet anyway because the air was so thin. But we made it! This is Salkantay Pass, which is 4,630 meters. Yeah, so basically we'd climbed 3,000 foot. We had lunch up there and cocoa tea and did a ceremony to the gods of the mountains with our guide, who was brilliant. We made our wishes. And this is me going woo! This is my group, and there's me labelled. This bit was really hard, so being so high up, then we began our descent. I really struggled here. I started to get a really big headache, and it felt like my head was in a vice, and I wasn't looking properly where I was going, so I started to stumble a bit. I realised now I was getting quite bad altitude sickness. One of the guides put some oil and stuff on my head, in the back of my neck, and this was a video I made when I was really struggling. It was horrible. When we got down to about here, they ended up having to give me some oxygen, which was well embarrassing, but I did need it. And I did feel a lot better after that, which is good, because that was no fun at all, that bit. It was really hard. I think we'd walked for about 8 hours or something here as well. So all the way along the way there are banos, so toilets, where you pay 1 sol to the person to use the toilet. You always have to have your own loo roll though, and you can't put loo roll in any toilet in Peru. You have to put it in the bin, which is really hard to remember when it's been such an automatic thing for so long. This is where we stopped and had some lunch, always a good lunch, and always gave a dog some lunch. And then my favourite bit, which is when we got off the bloody mountain and started going down towards the sort of cloud forest area. I was pretty much by myself most of this bit because I was not quite the fastest but nowhere near the slowest, so I was sort of ambling along at my own pace, but we were quite spread out because it was quite different fitnesses, but I loved it. I loved this bit of trail. I loved looking at the trees, I loved the donkeys. It was a really nice bit, and just the views just incredible, and just how different it is to the mountain as well. And the lower I got, the less my brain hurt. Oh yeah, this bit was a bit sketchy. Honestly, my eyes were completely on the path despite what my phone is doing. But yeah, there was a few bits like this. Mind you, quite a lot of it was a bit sketchy. They're not health and safety mad in Peru, but that's what made it an adventure. So this is the little town where our mountain view campsite is. We were all shattered here after about 11 hours of walking. And here's the valley. And there's the first view of our camp, which was very nice. They only finished building this recently, so it's still really new and it's exclusive to the place I did the hike with. There's my camp guys down there. Obviously I was first up. And so I got the whole thing to myself again, and I think I slept in the left hand bed, not that that's important, but you could look out over all the valley. We're a bit lower at this point, I think 2,900 metres, which is quite a different from 4,600. We got here just before dark, which was lucky because I really wanted to see the camp before dark. That's all my camping stuff. We didn't have to carry much of that though because the horses did. I had a hot shower and shampoo and I was so excited and I could hardly get out of it. And fluffy towels and a sink. As soon as I had my shower I went up, had dinner and then basically came straight back and watched this and went to sleep.